Call or click at 1-800-GO-TRULY or TrulyNolan.com to get truly protected today. Coach, congratulations, first of all, on the win, 20th of the year. Today at practice, you looked at your guys and said, we need everybody to step up. And you were shorthanded tonight, got a little more shorthanded. Was that maybe the biggest key, everybody stepping up?
You know, the guy that I want to talk about is Angelo Chol, because, you know, Angelo's a guy who, and there was a couple games that he didn't even get in. Yeah. And there's nobody in our program that works harder, both in the season and out of the season, than him. And you always tell guys like Angelo that their opportunity will come. And whether it came this year, just from Angelo's perspective, his best basketball is down the road as he learns and keeps growing. He's a talented guy, but when called upon without Grant Jarrett, and obviously Brandon was in really bad foul trouble, this was a tough matchup for Caleb because they essentially play with guards and forwards, that if Angelo wasn't able to come in and perform, we would not have won. And I thought his effort level was great. And, man, you're really proud of a guy. 6 points, 8 rebounds, 24 minutes. And it's just good to see him do what he did because, like I said, when you talk about a total team and that opportunity, it sounds better, but it's not easy to come in and perform. And Angelo tonight did it with his performance. I also want to credit Solomon. When you have a first half where the ball doesn't go in and you have some shots that are open and generally you're a high percentage shooter and all of a sudden it doesn't work for you, it's, again, not easy at halftime to play very well in the second half. When you look at what he did in the second half, finishing with 23 points and 6 rebounds, 38 minutes, that's why he's, if not the conference player of the year, certainly one of the best in our conference. And, you know, the last guy that I would recognize is Mark Lyons, because Mark not only scored tonight, but he made his teammates better. He had 6 assists and 2 turnovers. I would say his 6 assists were much closer to 8 or 9 because there were 2 or 3 times where either the pass led to a foul or a missed point-blank shot. Yeah. But he ran the team, and he really let the game come to him, and he was the best player on the court for 40 minutes. On a game like tonight when certain players don't play as well, we're a true team and others pick them up on Sunday, it could be a different story. But I think that's really, to me, the biggest characteristic of the team that we have the versatility that on a given night, different things and different players can contribute to a win.
Absolutely. What got it turned around there late? What took it from a close game to a game you had, I say, put away there in the last minute?
Well, I think our defense was consistent really throughout. They ended up shooting 38% from the field and 7 for 19 from 3. They made a couple at the end. You know, they shot 18 free throws. You know, a couple there at the end were the gifts. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not sure how that happened, but they went to the line and they knocked them in. But our defense was consistent, and if it wasn't, they have a lot of firepower. They made almost 25 threes this past weekend against Oregon and Oregon State, and they have a number of great shooters. Puts a lot of pressure on your defense, and for the most part, that was good enough for us to win. It was just a matter of our offense catching up. And in the second half, if you look at our offense in the second half, 15 of 25 from the field, 60%. We only took 9 threes, which was good. 14 of 18 from the line, and we finished the game with 11 turnovers. And I think we talked before, Brian, when we play with 12 or fewer turnovers, that's the best team that we have. When we play with more than 12, you know, we're really risking the ability to win.
Yeah. Well, great one to come back home and win like this, 20th win, and I know on the 40th anniversary of McHale Center, this will go down, like a lot of them, as an outstanding ball game. Now, you get a couple extra days before your next game on Sunday. You know, Cal's going to play tomorrow night. They'll still get, you know, an extra day before the next ball game. But from your point of view, how does that help your team?
Well, number one, tomorrow it gives us an opportunity to rest, to take the day completely off, if that's what we so choose. And I think that's what we'll do because, you know, February, less is more. And it's so important that your players have energy, legs, that the bumps and bruises that happen during the course of a game and a season can be addressed in a day where they don't have to run and they don't have to get taped and they don't have to do all the things you normally do. So I think from that perspective, that's one thing. And then the 2 days in between are days that we're here in Tucson. We don't have to travel, and we can have 2 great days of practice leading to the Cal game on Sunday. And, you know, the Cal game is going to be more of the same. In case people need reminded, not our fans, but around the country, our conference is really good. That team that we just played is 5-5, and you know, when I compare it to the conference seasons of the last 3, it's not even close. We have a much deeper league, a better conference. You know, I think Dwight Powell speaks for himself. To me, he has a great prospect and certainly one of the most versatile players we've played against all season long. So I know Stanford has an opportunity to be a part of the NCAA tournament, and I see them moving in that direction. So tonight was a great team win. We played for the first time without Grant Jarrett, and I really am excited about what Angelo Cho did. I'm happy for him more than I am anybody else.
Absolutely. Thanks, Coach. Head Coach Sean Miller here courtside at McHale Center, where the Wildcats beat the Stanford Cardinal by a final of 73-66. Coach brought to you by Truly Nolan Pest Control. Get truly protected today.